Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right? And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. On first down, it's McCarthy, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
Off the play fake, Freeman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That one is caught by Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now they try the right side here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Freeman. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Freeman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. They'll run on first down. McCarthy. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On second down, it's Cannon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
On second down now, it's Hunt. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight.
Off play action. Freeman. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Three nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake. Freeman. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On first down, it's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's McCarthy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man open, that's Harry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. McCarthy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Back to throw. Freeman. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On On the delay, here's Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. 2nd and 11 as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Freeman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Looking to throw. Freeman. And this is Ford, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now proceed to the start of the second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Freeman. And that'll be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Freeman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Freeman firing quickly here, and that's complete. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Freeman. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Freeman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Cole. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 2nd down now, it's McCarthy, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, throw left side complete. That's McCarthy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And here comes the Texans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 39, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Miles. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Houston. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brewer. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Taco Charlton, his 2nd sack of the night. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Defense. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
3 down, 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.